Hi guys, welcome back to my PMP channel. Today I bring you a brand new video in a brand new format because I was doing doodling videos all these days. I thought of doing a different video on a PowerPoint presentation. So if you are already in the project management environment or if you are planning to step into this project management world, you know how much important to have project management qualification under your name. If you're already in the field with years of experience, you know the negative impact without having a field a credential. The value it adds is massive. Luckily, PMI provides you the best of the highest possible towards this field, that is the project management professional certification. First, you know that you require industry experience and also classroom experience. The PMI has given a mandatory requirement to cover 35 learning hours. So if you have a way of covering that particular part, then the second thing is to know the material that you need to read. So it's not only the PM book guide, it's just a guide. It's not only that, you need to select suitable material to prepare for this exam, guys, because there are plenty in the market, ebooks and also printed material. So at times it can be so frustrating what to select and what materials to read through, because these books are heavy, like more than 500 pages in many of the printed material. So it will be frustrating, so selecting best will be the key. Luckily, PMI has given a list of recommended materials you need to go through. It's not that they are telling you need to read each and every book, but these books will definitely add value towards your preparation. So if you have time to read, definitely try to read a couple of books at least. Alright guys, let's start with the very first book, Essential Scrum. So if you are new to Agile, new to Scrum methodologies, this is the best book to start up. And this book about 504 pages, a bigger book, but if you have time, please start reading this book. This will give a thorough understanding about Scrum, because as you know, PMI is now testing your Agile knowledge. So this is a recommended book by PMI, so try to get on reading on that book, guys. Second book is Project Manager's Portable Handbook, a famous book. It perhaps the one book that best summarizes a complete knowledge set to be applied in successful managing projects. This is the third edition. I hope the fourth edition will be out soon. Next book is very important for those who are not in the software or the IT industry, Technology Project Management. So if you're not in the IT industry or software, if you're in construction or some other field, this is a very good book, because PMI PMP exam targeting most of the software questions. Many scenarios are given from software industry. So if you have read this book, it will be bridging that gap you have towards the IT industry. A very good read. Next book is a little bit old book, Project Management, the 12th edition, but this will give in and out understanding about all the project management concepts. So if you have access to this book, please read. It's a quite big book, about 744 pages, but if you have time, definitely a book to read. Next one is Effective Project Management, the 8th edition, gives you knowledge about traditional, agile, extreme and hybrid project methodologies. So as you know, the 7th edition is about agile, so this will give you plenty of knowledge, plenty of extra knowledge that you can carry towards your exam. Next book, once again about information technology on project management. This is the 7th edition. This is once again a very good book for those who are not in the IT industry. This is a comparatively smaller book than the one that we previously discussed. So give you summarized information, a good reading for those who are not in the IT industry. This is a very obvious, very famous reading material, the Project Management Toolkit. I know many people has gone through, have seen this book. So very good reading and very good book for your collection as a project manager as well. So guys, with that, I would like to move to the most important couple of books in this list. The very first one, Agile Practice Guide. Very small book, about 190 pages. If you have access to PMI portal, if you are already a member, you'll have free access to this book. Guys, very important reading. What you have to understand is PMI is expecting you to answer about agile, whatever they have published. So this is something they have published. So make sure that you read this book before you go to the exam. You might be having plenty of experience in the industry, but it will not help if you haven't read this agile practice guide. So don't miss that book, guys. Next book is very obvious, the PMBOK guide, the 6th edition. You already know the PMBOK 7th edition is very thin book, about 250 plus pages. So that gives you a hint that you need to read PMBOK 6 as well. At least once, if you read this, you'll understand from the shoes of PM what you should do in your job role. I know I have not given you the very famous books. You must be wondering where are those famous books. I have not given in that particular list because these books are not mentioned under PMI recommended reading list. So the very first book is Rita Mulcahy's PMP exam prep, very important preparation guide. Many people has passed the exam by reading this book, by doing the exercises in this book. So make sure, if you are good in reading, if you like to read more, go to this book, because this will give a comprehensive idea in and out about the PMP exam and how the questions will come. This is the 9th edition, guys. Hopefully the new 10th edition will come very soon. The next material is PMP exam master prep. Once again, I found this particular material has plenty of questions, hard questions you will find in the exam, exactly as in the exam. So very good reading. Next one is Joseph Phillips PMP Project Management Professional book. I hope Joseph will come up with the new edition with the 7th edition. This is a very good reading once again, as Rita Mulcahy's book as well. The last one is Head First PMP. The book helped me out in my exam preparation. If you are good in reading stories, if you like to read stories, if you are getting bored reading long material, this is a very good book to read. This was my secret to pass the exam. So very good reading once again. And if you are not good with reading any material, any type of material, Udemy will always come up with very good videos, very good video tutorials by many authors. Try to find the best suits for you and go through it. Next thing, you'll achieve your certification and it will add massive value towards your job, towards your profession as a PM, and definitely add value towards your take home as a PM. You'll get a lot of recognition. I'm experiencing it, guys, so believe me, it is there. This certification adds plenty of value towards your career. So if you like my content, please give a thumbs up. If you know books than what I have given in the list, please comment below. We'll discuss further on that, and it will also help other people to find and read those books. So subscribe to my channel if you like the content, and make sure that you share for those who are in the PMP or those who are preparing for the PMP examination. Thank you very much. All the very best.